If I was looking to avoid microplastics in my day-to-day life, here's the 3 places I would start first. The first place is right here in your kitchen. I think a lot of times we trade convenience for our health, and it's very easy to, right? It's very easy to just pull out the paper plates because once you're done with this, you throw it in the trash. The problem with this is not necessarily when you're eating your birthday cake or when you're eating something that's nice and cold. The problem with this is when you heat it up. When you take a piece of chicken off the grill and you throw it on the paper plate. You take the steak off the grill and you throw it on the paper plate. The heat is what activates the plastic lining this paperware and allows it to go into your food and then eventually make its way into the body. A simple swap for this, and these aren't very expensive. I ordered these on Amazon. A pure stainless steel plate. Same size, slightly less convenient than the paper plates, but a much better swap for you in the long run. If your goal is to eliminate microplastics from your day-to-day life, stop using paperware. The next part that's gonna be very, very hard for a lot of people is swapping out these convenient plastic thermoses for something old school, like a ceramic mug or glass or metal. Something old school. We gotta go old school. I feel like all this new modern conveniences are what's riddling our lives with microplastics and destroying our health. So when you're about to make a coffee, my wife always laughs at me because I bring open ceramic mugs with me when we go places in the car when I'm drinking coffee. She's like, of course you're gonna wear a cream colored shirt and have a black coffee in the car. But guess what? I'm trying to avoid microplastics every small place that I can. And look, I know this isn't necessarily convenient, but your health isn't supposed to be convenient. Our body's a temple. It's something we're supposed to work intentionally at. So sometimes we have to throw away the convenience for our health. And this next area is a topic that's luckily for us getting a lot of attention, especially with like the new documentaries coming out on Netflix, and that's our clothing. We wear clothes everywhere we go. We got to run the kids to school, we have to put on clothes. We might not sleep in clothes, but every other second of our lives are spent in them. And if you start looking at the tags of probably every article of clothing you put on, you're going to notice that what you are wearing is 100% plastic. Most activewear is made out of 100% plastic. And I'm talking about spandex, nylon, polyester. These are synthetic materials that all come from plastic. And when you're wearing them on your body and you're sitting in an air-conditioned room, okay, not that big of a deal. But what if you're somebody who sweats? What if you're somebody who gets a little hot around those sensitive areas? That heat that your body is creating is slowly allowing those plastics to also heat up from your clothing, and then your body can absorb them. And I'm not trying to scare you, I just want you to be aware. This is an area, if you're trying to avoid microplastics in your blood system and in your body, this is a major area that you should focus on. And if you look at my outfit I'm wearing today, this is hemp, a natural fiber. This is 100% linen, a natural fiber. But there is a small problem with these materials. They're not always dress code at work. You might have to wear a suit. You might have to wear a dress. And there's not a lot of options yet in the natural clothing category for business. I get that. But what if there was a way we could at least protect the most sensitive parts of our body from that plastic? Right now, underneath this entire outfit is a pair of organic cotton boxers by Nads. And if you're a male, Nads has a lot of different options. They have full organic cotton boxer briefs, they have comfortable boxer shorts, and they just came out with a few new pair of boxers that have a nice little stretch to them. These are actually really comfortable to wear for sleep, and they just launched their actual full organic cotton short. So it gives you an option. If you have a dress code that you have to wear, you can at least wear undergarments protecting your most sensitive areas from those plastic materials. And if you do decide you want to get a pair of Nads, there is a link and a discount code down in the video description. I'll have it pop up on screen here as well. It's dmjr.co/Nads, and use discount code MAUS, that's MAUS, for a special discount off your first purchase. And the third thing is kind of a surprise, but it's everything around your house. It's kind of crazy to me. A lot of people have plastic plants because they want them to look cool. These are literally designed to give us fresh air. They're designed to help clean our air out, and we're replacing them with plastic. Trade your plastic plants and go and throw them away and put real living, breathing plants in your house today. The next thing is also your furniture. So much of our furniture, from our couches to our beds to our chairs and rug, are made out of plastic because it's cheap and it's easy and it's predictable. When people are manufacturing out of plastic, they can mold it, color it, shape it, do anything they want. It's simple and it's predictable. When you're working with natural and real grown materials, wood, cotton, all of the natural fibers we've been talking about, it's a little unpredictable. So the coloring and the shading and the shape might just be a little tiny bit different. And I think that's okay. We need more character in our life. And then we have our linens. There's a reason it's called our linens and not our polyesters. It's called linens for a reason. We're supposed to be sleeping on linens and wool. These are materials that our body wants to sleep on. It wants to be connected to. But unfortunately, it's a lot easier, it's a lot cheaper, and it's a lot more convenient for us to go buy plastic bedware. And we get out of our beautiful warm bathtub, our porcelain or ceramic tub, or get out of our shower, and we're warm, and we wrap up in a plastic towel. Trade those in for organic cotton, organic natural fiber cotton. There's so many things. If you walked around your house, you could look at everything around you and start thinking, how was this made? How was this built? Is this something that's naturally grown here on planet Earth, or is this something that was created in a lab? And for all those little things that are created in labs, we can start shifting just a little bit, one thing at a time. Trade your plastic plants for real plants. Trade your plastic ware for silverware. Trade your plastic sheets for linens. Just give your body an opportunity to reconnect with what it was meant to connect with in the first place. And those are the 3 places I would start if I was looking to avoid microplastics in my day-to-day life. So there's a lot of other ways we can avoid microplastics in our life. We can avoid drinking out of plastic water bottles. We can avoid eating out and using their plasticware and their styrofoam cups. And there's so many different things that can get a little bit overwhelming. But let's just start small. Start with 1 pair of organic cotton underwear. Start with 1 organic towel. Start with switching your standard coffee run to using a ceramic mug or something made out of natural materials. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much for watching. If this video gave you any value at all, please like it, share it with a friend, or consider subscribing. Either way, I appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless.